kick off
Let's get it.
with a great Thursday night matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. This defense for the Steelers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Watson just beating the play clock. Got an open man. That's David.
Come on. Why would you throw it right in front of the ball?
It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
A part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this. And now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game, to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Again, it's Harris, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 40-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week, and hits pay dirt for a 3rd time here.
And with good health, he's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdowns scored when this season comes to an end. Quick question, partner. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all, partner. I think that's a fantastic idea. Cheers. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Watson on 1st down. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Browns at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that. And what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games.
On 1st down, Watson. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot. Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and now it's 2nd down. To throw is Watson.
What the fuck?
Too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I'd say that he learned from his costly red zone pick earlier in the game because this time he puts the throw away from where any defender can make a play on it. Unfortunately, he also sailed it over his intended target, and that doesn't work out well either.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw. Pickett. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. A few issues here on the offensive line, apparently. He got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up. 1st and goal at the 5. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it down.
Let's go!
Touchdown, Browns. Deshaun Watson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game.
Come on.
Complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give, running left is Harris. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now on 2nd and 13. Pickett. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Myles Garrett able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
They've got up over 30 yards of turf so far, but the sack knocks them backwards. And now you're going to see the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. They'll set up to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Off of play action, it's Watson. Steps away to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Now Austin. All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Daquan Jones in on the tackle there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Pickett. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. While you don't want to look at all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
T.J. Watt in on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Watson. On the move. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The linebacker, Robert Spillane, making a big play.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got
Boston.
to get on the same page.
Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The offense schemed, going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw.
Fuck. I saw that.
One that's going to be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes it.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Throwing on second and long. Pickett fires the out route and completes it to Harris. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Pickett. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Well, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage here on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Go ahead.
Possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Back to throw, Watson.
Fuck, wrong button. Damn it.
Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, the offense, Charles, they were flirting with disaster, already backed up deep in their own territory. So the
Come on, G, you giving the game away. Giving the game away. Come on. Stop giving these niggas the fucking game. I can't run no offense. Come on.
There's no way he's going to let that opportunity slip away, and finds his way into the end zone.
Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Browns drive about to get started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. First down, they'll run with Chubb. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Come on with this bullshit, man.
And they are not going to catch him.
He just be giving these niggas the fucking game. Alright, come on, bro. Come on. Come on. They giving these niggas the game. Making it too easy for these bum ass niggas.
It was going to cut down on the number of opportunities, but if you've got a special
God damn.
you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. You're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
From just shy of midfield, Watson dancing to his left. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
Buying time to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again is Watson. And Cooks hands it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. The The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Rolling to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now with the play clock getting down, Kevin Stefanski going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On 4th down, Watson. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And this is going to be intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Harris starts the drive on the ground, and it's been like this all night long.
Come on with the bullshit.
As they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Come on, now this nigga run all on me. Fuck out of here, man.
It looks like right at the 50. There on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, every minute the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Pickett going to keep it himself. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Harris running straight ahead, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle. You put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate. Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run.
And in for the
Come on, bro.
touchdown. George Pickens, 35 yards. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point now by Boswell. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Browns drive about to get started. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
We'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, here's Watson.
Come on, bro. Come on.
Another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Off play action, Pickett. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On third down, here's Harris. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. And he goes out right around the 39. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
Why is he not where he supposed to be? Like, what the fuck is going on? God damn. Why is he right there? Who put him right there? God damn, bro. This is why my plays all fucked up, because they got the nigga in the wrong shit. Like, they just changed my shit out of nowhere. Come on, bro.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Watson.
Come on, bro. Throw this shit to him. He's wide open.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And this is caught. Touchdown. Anthony Schwartz. 14-yard touchdown. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Bro, what the fuck?
Take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And now, meanwhile, settles on the fumble. We've got an injured player here as well. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now a dump off here complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On 1st down, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now a 1st down throw. Watson forced out to his left.
You son of a bitch.
Interception. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
Well, there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. On 1st down, it's Watson. And down he'll go at the 25. 2nd and 9. To throw is Watson. We've got a
what the fuck?
Game with inside
I can't get nobody to block this nigga.
That'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Watson. Over the middle, it's caught by Schwartz. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Steelers have just about sewn up this football game. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Just very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Browns drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach,
can I get the flag? Like, come on.
being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. He's going to let it fly.
This nigga is 6'5", bro. Come on. They keep giving these niggas games, bro. Good game.
That nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8.